Yo, what's up? My name is MTG, and today I am covering a bunch of cards that got reprinted during Strixhaven, especially in the Mystical Archive, and got a bunch of new, like, pimped out treatments. A lot of these cards got really cool new arts, really cool new alternatives and versions. This is a video all about how to flex on your friends and get the cool arts and cards that you love while they're cheap right now, since they were just reprinted. People are cracking all the packs. There is all of that supply and not a whole lot of demand. So if you want to pick these up now, it usually is the right time. This is not financial advice. I just try to give some talking points and feedback and my opinions on when is the right time to buy Magic cards as a way to build your collection. I've been playing Magic for about 10 to 15 years. I've bought cards, I've made mistakes, I've made good investments, I've gotten lucky, I've gotten unlucky, I've had all types of things happen. And today, I'm just here to share my thoughts and my opinions on cool artworks and cool cards that maybe you want to pick up for Commander, CEDH, Legacy, Vintage, whatever Eternal formats you play is mostly what I talk about here on this channel. We're here to go ahead and discuss it. So let's talk about Empty the Warrens, the classic, one of the main Storm payoffs in Red especially. Usually it's this or Grape Shot. This is kind of a backup option in Storm a lot of times. In Commander, it's quite good usually because you're creating a permanent. In Legacy or Eternal formats, you usually see Tendrils of Agony, of course, or even Brain Freeze. But Empty the Warrens, still a very powerful card. You get 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens, and it's Storm, so you're trying to make 20, 30, 40 goblins or more and just go absolutely bonkers. If you get 20 Storm, you get 40 goblins. That's usually what you're going for here. Very cool card, very cool artwork. I love this, man. The goblins jumping on this like cog wheel, they're bursting out of it, they're looking like little gremlins. I don't want to spend too much time on each card today because it is mostly opinions, but we're going to cover the artwork, the visuals, the beauty, and the price. This being 40 cents, 20 cents on the low end. Like, come on, it's a great copy of a card for really cheap. And now it's crazy, who would have thought that printing could actually be beaten by this one. The Japanese alternative art. We're going to show a lot of Japanese alternative arts today. Not everybody likes foreign language cards. I love them. I think they're beautiful, especially in foil. This dude, oh, the like Oni mask type thing. This to me is one of the coolest ones. I love this, dude. These like gremlins, goblins attacking like a princess or some sort of samurai with her fucking blade. Like, this to me is so cool. This might be the coolest Japanese alternative art in my opinion from this whole set. So check it out. It's only about $2 right now. Cyclonic Rift. It's crazy. Commander is so popular and this card is so good. This reprinting of Cyclonic Rift, I'm gonna be honest, it didn't budge the price at all. Cyclonic Rift did not budge, man. Other printings are still the same price, 32, 34, some of the more expensive ones, but like this is like, it's like barely, it's like kind of the cheapest copy, but it's just the same as the other ones. But that's, what, depending on which artwork you prefer, that might be a good thing, because this artwork's pretty cool. You see like a horse up here, but you see a dog, you see a bunch of people, obviously. You see this whole city and town being ravaged by obviously the cyclone, the twister, right, coming through and tearing things up. I think this is a pretty cool artwork for being the same price. Like, this artwork to me is much cooler, even though I kind of have nostalgia for this one. This artwork is much cooler than the original, in my opinion. I'll be honest, I don't have enough nostalgia for Cyclonic Rift in that way. But next up, we also have now one of the biggest price jumps. Whenever you put a cat on a Magic card, what do you suppose? This card's going to be over $100. What do you want them to do? People like cats. What do you expect? This Japanese alternative art. But it's crazy, like, this card being as expensive as it is. This is not financial advice. This is just my opinion. It still wouldn't surprise me if this is like a good investment in the long run. Now, that's not something I really do I don't do a whole lot of MTG investments. I do a little bit here and there. I mostly just do buying cards for my collection, and if they turn out to be investments, so be it. That's how I like to collect. I buy cards at good times. I buy cards cheap. I like to collect cheap and on a budget. But then if they turn out to go up in price, that's kind of a win-win, Obviously not the cheapest version. $109 is the lowest on TCG right now, the average being $137. But dude, it's pretty cool. People are gonna like this. It's a cat being torn into a twister. It's Cyclonic Rift, one of the most playable cards, classic cards, powerful cards in Commander. Next up, we have a lot of like some of the most playable cards. Like the big score is one of the like top 10 or top 15 most played red cards in all of Commander. This is a really cool Japanese alternative art. The gold coins, I think, really sell it. And then this cool little like cloud effect in the background. I think it's pretty cool. Check out Big Score for 2 to 3. It's a bit expensive for a card like that. It's usually about $1 to be fair, but so 2 to 3 is like fair to pay, right? for a cooler art. And then a braid, you know, not everybody wants to pay $2 for an braid, but you can pick up a copy right now on TCG for 50 cents. It does say, to be fair, MTG stocks is not always 100% accurate, let's be honest, right? But it's pretty dang good. And this is a really cool copy of a braid. A braid is like top 3, I think. It might be it's one of the most played red spells in Commander. You can either kill a creature, if you don't know, it's a sorcery, I believe, 2 mana. It might be an instant, I think it's a sorcery. You can either do 3 damage to a creature, any target creature, or destroy an artifact. So that versatility, I do love that Commander players are starting to respect, have kind of always have, to be fair. Commander players respect modality and flexibility, which is what you should respect in Commander. It's really important. This is a really cool copy of one of the most played cards in all of Commander. You can pick up a bunch of these probably for 50 cents a piece. Great card to just have 4 copies of, because why not? Now, oh dude, Calling Ritual. I love this card. This is one of the only quote-unquote board wipes that is played in CEDH, for those who don't know. I believe it is. It's 2 in Golgari for a sorcery that says destroy all non-land permanents that are 2 CMC or less. So it destroys explorations, soul rings, arcane signets, a lot of those mana rocks, right? And then you add 1 black or 1 green, you choose, for each permanent destroyed this way. So it ramps you, it destroys a bunch of the important permanents. This art is so sick, dude. This is it's like on a dead graveyard battlefield, this like gremlin zombie cyclops. Like, what is happening here? This looks so fucking cool to me. This card for $2 to $3, that's about what it costs. Like, that's about what the card already costs. The cheapest one's about $1.40, to be fair, but this is a fantastic version of this card for $2. Definitely worth it, in my opinion. Next up, Bring to Light. I love this card. I remember this card was printed in Battle for Zendikar. Bring to Light, if you do not know, is a 5 mana sorcery, 3 in Simic. It says it has Converge, I believe, and you tutor a permanent, I believe. Oh, I don't think it's permanent. I think it's something very specific. This is why you can't always play Japanese cards. I think it is like, maybe it's spell. I have to read it. Let's go. You know what? Let's do educational content. Search your library for, yeah, there you go. It's not, I knew it wasn't like permanent, or it's something like very specific. It is search your library for a creature, instant, or sorcery. Creature, instant, or sorcery with CMC less than or equal to the number of colors spent to cast Bring to Light, and then you do exile it. And you cast that card without paying its mana cast, obviously. So it's a 5 mana, it's a tutor that casts the thing, but depending on how much mana you spend, right? So if you're 5 color and you spend 5 CMC on this, you can tutor for a 5-drop creature and play it. That's insane. Like, that Bring to Light replaces, it becomes the best copy of the best creature in your deck, you know, 5 CMC or lower, like every time. Even if you're only doing it for like 3, I think that's quite good. I really like Bring to Light. There was a Bring to Light like control deck in Standard when it was printed. A really, really cool card, an underrated card. It's kind of been forgotten with power creep and stuff. Feed the Swarm. We all know Feed the Swarm. It's one of the best removal spells in casual Commander. Yeah, it's a bit slower, but it has that versatility. You can destroy a target creature or enchantment in black. This is a very cool copy. This Praying Mantis dude is beautiful for only 30 cents. Pick them up while you can. Next up, Feed the Swarm, the Japanese alternative art. Similar, like, Praying Mantis style of thing, but now it's like an Eldrazi Praying Mantis, like a giant, like, halting folk creature with, like, these creepy skeletal arms. This is for 65 cents. Are you kidding? $1 a piece. I should pick some of these up. That is a beautiful, beautiful card. Next up, Fracture. 1 white and a black to destroy target artifact, enchantment, or planeswalker at instant speed. Just a solid removal spell. Really beautiful artwork, in my opinion. The fractured mirror to go along with the fractured name. Obviously, they usually do similar things in other reprints. Yeah, almost every other print looks similar to this. I don't even think this is not, in my opinion, the coolest copy of Fracture. I think this probably is. Like, honestly, the etched, I assume this is etched foil, is usually what that frame represents, but not always, to my knowledge. This looks so sick. The black background, this looks so beautiful to me. But anyways, a pretty cool copy of Fracture if you're interested, for only like 60 cents. Hop to It. I saw these. I built my wife a bunny deck for last Christmas. I realized I'm gonna have to get my wife either this copy of Hop to It or this copy. I don't know which one she'll prefer. I'll probably get her one of each. If you like bunnies, if you like little cute snowballs, flowers, I don't know what they're collecting. If you like tokens, like, this is just good for most token decks, because most token decks you're making multiples or duplicating on what tokens you already have. The fact that it creates 3 1/1s in one card, like, Hop to It's a really solid token card. It's a really simple card to remember what it does. Are these persimmons? I can't tell. I think they're persimmons. Persimmons are my favorite fruit. Oh man, I didn't even notice that until just now. That might be persimmons specifically and not like tomatoes. It could be like an orange tomato, but I think it's a persimmon. That's beautiful. Anyways, if you haven't had a persimmon, it's a great fruit. It's very hard to get the perfectly ripe persimmon, but go to your local like H Mart or whatever like Asian grocery stores you have near you. Try to find some persimmons. They are fantastic. They're very mild and kind of chill, but I find them nostalgic and beautiful. Next up, pick your poison. 1 green. Everybody, you probably know this card. 1 green for a sorcery. Each opponent sacrifices an artifact, or they sacrifice an enchantment, or they sacrifice a creature with flying. 1 mana interaction that affects all 3 of your opponents in commander. Very powerful card, obviously. Very cool artwork. Some people might love this, some people might not. I think it's kind of fine. This does not stick out to me personally. I almost even prefer the original, weirdly. But there are other options if you're interested, but not a whole lot of other options, to be honest with you. This is only like the third. This is the second printing of it. There was the original Murders of Karloff printing, and that's really it before Strixhaven, and they added like 3 different copies in Strixhaven. Interesting. So I just picked your poison. Next up, Pawnify. I specifically really like this copy. There is a different one. Let's see if I can find it. Strixhaven. This one. Some people might prefer this one. I don't really care for this one, honestly. This one is kind of, I don't like this style of card, to be honest with you. It's kind of whatever to me. This to me screams MTG Arena. It doesn't remind me. I don't think of physical cards like this. It's personal preference. There's no right or wrong, right? But still, $2 for a Pawnify is nice. I think this art though, this is cool, dude. This reminds me of like Asura's Wrath, great Xbox 360 video game. This is a very cool, for $5, man. I should pick up at least 1 copy of this. As a there's too many good Magic cards to buy, fellas. The ultimate problem. Just Guys Will. Now this, I don't even care for this, but I had to talk about it because some people will like this, and everybody. Just Guys Will is a powerful card, obviously. It still didn't. It's similar to Cyclonic Rift. It didn't really budge the price. That's what's so crazy. It's similar to Cyclonic Rift. The fact that this is still like $40, like 45, like this really didn't budge the price, which is so crazy. But still, some people will like this copy of it. I don't really care for this art personally. If you like it, that's why I'm showing it off. Hopefully someone will be like, you know what, that's my favorite Just Guys Will art now. You know, hell yeah. Like, I want people to be seen and find out about stuff like this. It's just information spreading, right? Next up, Preordain. This is a fine copy. I don't like the like duplication element over here. I like the triangle here, and I like that the like pondering, or, you know, preordaining, one might say. Preordaining in like the fucking globe is like in like the little pool of water. Very, very cool. Not as cool as I would like. I don't love this copy of it, but it's fine. I think I prefer like the borderless. Like, this is really sick. Like the tangles and like the more like, what's it called, elements. I do like this printing though. Now this printing of Preordain for about 10, it's pretty expensive for a Preordain, but what a beautiful card, man. Beautiful card, obviously. $10, the soft eyes, a beautiful card. Cool, you know, cool, great haircut. Reminds me of like a Inuyasha character. This is a beautiful Preordain. Next up, Repel Calamity. This is a cheap card. Like, I think Repel Calamity is a fine removal spell in Commander. It's a great budget option. Not that Swords to Plowshare is like too expensive, but like, this is one of those cards that, like, if I'm making a Commander deck with my bulk, I definitely throw in one of these, you know? And the fact that there's a cute little copy with a mouse with a sword, like, my wife would love this. I gotta show this off for the girly pops out there who want to play Repel Calamity with the little mouse fighting his, or anybody who wants to play with a little. I would play this. This is a fucking sick card. Beautiful art. Little Tale of Despero type beat. You love to see it. Next up, Reprise. Speaking of, dude, this is beautiful to me. The hands, the shaping here. I love this card. Beautiful card. The cloud, this girl is a sleepy girl, man. The clouds, the birds off in the distance, the doves, like, this is the stars on the left side, like this. Also, like the gold border. I don't like the gold border on a lot of these cards. For me, this makes sense in this like dreamland, right? Like, this is a really cool card. Reprieve is a niche card as well. You don't see a whole lot of like white, not counter spells, but like bounce spells in this way. Able to delay and draw a card. Reprieve is a really, I think it's slept on. I think it's a really good card. I love Reprieve. There are the Lord of the Rings copy is $150. It's about the same. You can get it for cheaper at 50, you know, on TCG Player, 50 cents, man. I really, really like this copy of Reprieve. Check it out, fellas. Next up, Requisition Raid. Pretty cool card, and the other printing is was about 80 cents. And once again, if you want to play a good Magic card, but it was only printed in the Cowboy set, and I've come more around to Outlaws of Thunder Junction. I really like playing Outlaws of Thunder Junction Limited or playing it in its own Cowboy world. I don't like sticking Cowboy cards into my other decks, but that's just me. I don't know why. And I just don't like Cowboys. It's not even. I try not to be a stickler. I'm not one of it doesn't make sense in the Magic world. I don't know. I'm not a Magic world guy. I'm not a Magic lore guy. I can't really make those arguments. I don't really know, to be honest. All I can say is I just don't really care about seeing Cowboy hats in my card game, honestly. But maybe if it worked, but I don't. But I like this copy, Minotaurs charging in. This, to me, all this to say, my point is this is a much cooler copy. To me, this is a much better copy, a much cooler copy, a cheap copy, a fantastic option. This as well, more Minotaur action. They're slamming, they're angry, they're raiding, they're requisitioning, right? They're doing all the jazz. Very cool card, very powerful card, very cool artwork. It's very cheap cards to pick up right now. Next up, Sheoldred's Edict, very popular card in Eternal formats, in Commander. The fact that these, affects every opponent, all three of your opponents, similar to pick your poison. This is a really cool artwork. They're looking down upon and the power being, bestowed here. Very, very cool artwork here. And then a similar thing. I preferred this one, though, to be fair. The Japanese alternative. You can see her body, more like the creaturous body of Sheoldred, and her reaching to the heavens. Less color, so a lot of people might not prefer this one for that reason. But I mean, most Sheoldred Edicts don't have a lot of color. This one is a bit, it's like $5 as well, or 5 to 8. So it's a bit pricier, but it's a pretty beautiful card in my opinion. Next up, Sleight of Hand. Once again, I don't care for these kind of artworks. I don't really care. It's the border. I think the border, this gold fancy bougie border on cards that are 30 cents, it just feels cheap to me. It's one of those things that if all Magic cards have a special crazy border or effect, it's if everyone's special, nobody's special type thing. I don't really care for this, but if you like this, that's all that matters to me. There's no wrong opinions. There's no wrong feelings when it comes to artwork and when it comes to visuals. Play the cards that you enjoy. Here is a sleight of hand for those who are interested. I more prefer this one. I think the streaming water, also there's a good art. There's a good critique here of oh, you don't like the cowboy hats, but you like the anime girls. Yeah, you kind of got me, caught, you got, what I'm it's one of those things. I'm not trying to say I'm not trying to say my opinions on artwork are right or wrong. I'm just more used to, I grew up watching a lot of animes or whatever like that. Not to be a cringe weeb, but I do find this beautiful. I find this aesthetic and the style and the water, the bending. I look at the water more than the people. I think it's really beautiful and how peaceful it is and how calm it is. I really do like the sleight of hand. Obviously, people can be weird about stuff like this, unfortunately, sometimes, but we got to just take the good with the bad and try to appreciate it for what it is, and that is beautiful artwork here, in my opinion. The sleight of hand Japanese alternative art is really, really cool, in my opinion. Next up, the smallpox art. Speaking of other, this is sick. I like the crow, the raven, that it's it has this robe on and the emerald, the Sims gem above it. I really like this, man. This is really cool. And it's picking germs. I don't know exactly. It's really beautiful though. Very cool to me. Really speaks things. And I don't like the border. I wish if this was just a normal black border, I think I would like this card a lot more. But a cheap 50-cent copy of smallpox, really cool. And then cat on a Magic card. This is still pretty cheap though for cat. But people don't play smallpox as much, to be fair. It's mostly played in legacy, yeah, and certain loam decks or smallpox versus. You don't see a whole lot of smallpox in Commander, which makes sense. Smallpox is a really interesting card to me. I've always really enjoyed it, but picking up a copy with a cat on it, a copy of cat smallpox for $1 or $2, why not consider it, fellas? And that's the final card I wanted to talk about today, yap about. A lot of yapping, a lot of discussion. This is very, much an opinion piece video at the end of the day. Hopefully this shouted out and showed you guys some cards that maybe you do want to pick up while they are cheap, while these reprints and these alternative arts are cheap. If you have a new favorite copy of a card that you saw in this set that I did not talk about, let me know in the comments. If I missed anything, let me know, and let me know your favorite card that I covered here today. Thanks for watching. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, if it was helpful to you. Dislike if I'm smelly. Subscribe for videos like this every 3 days or so is the goal. 3 to 4 days, at least once a week, but every few days. The more subs, the more likes, the more positive comments, the more feedback you guys give me, the more time and effort I can put into this channel. And it's been a blast to just discuss a game that I love so freaking much. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Peace, Reno.